My name is Tabrez Ahmed. I'm a structural engineer with 3 years of experience in structural design and construction and 7 years of experience in graphic design. Today, we are going to discuss about AutoCAD, some of its concepts and career opportunities for AutoCAD experts, and we'll be running a live demo of AutoCAD tools. The very first question that comes into mind is why should we use AutoCAD? Or why should we use computer to design anything to design? That's what we call as computer-aided design. We're taking the help of computer to design, though we know to draw it with hand. The simple answer is it saves much of our time, energy, papers, and money. Yeah, that's the main reason engineers, scientists, and medical professionals adopted AutoCAD to design whatever they used to design by hand. There's some of the images I would like to show you. That was the life of engineers, drafters, and designers before AutoCAD came. As you can see, they used big boards, big sheets, and they spent hours, weeks, perhaps weeks and months on a project to draw, to give a realistic view, or what we can say, they drafted things that. And at every aspect and level, human calculations and human hands are involved. As you can see in these images, they used to draw it manually. Every calculation was done manually, and every line was put manually. And that obviously increases errors because human beings, they make errors, right? And now, after the AutoCAD came into being, now AutoCAD, or we can say computer-aided design softwares like CAD, Revit, and all other softwares that are used in every stream by engineers, architects, educators, medical students, fashion designers, graphic designers, etc. and etc. That's because comparing with the manual design that was done by hand, this AutoCAD software-based design was accurate and it reduced errors. The principle on which AutoCAD works is a dynamic engineering model. This model we say it a dynamic engineering model. I request our audience to please mute their speakers. Yeah, AutoCAD works on a dynamic engineering model. In this model blends design and production, drafting together, which allows the changes to be made by any part of the design at any point in the entire project. I'll show you a live demo about this. See, I have made these drawings. These are the floor plans which are made for my client in MS Palya. I have these plans are completely approved and everything. Now, if any changes comes, what I'll do is I'll just change whatever it's needed here, and it will not affect whole of the drawing, and it will not cost me more time and money. Whereas if I would have drafted this on a piece of paper, then the whole paper will go, the whole work will go in vain, because I need to draw it again. I need to present it again with the changes asked. So with the AutoCAD, it saved me time and money. And with a specific and user-friendly interface and workflow, AutoCAD works speedily, which saves the time of the designer. AutoCAD supports documentation tools also. As you can see here, yeah, in this I can save this in PDF and share to anyone whoever wants it. It supports documentation tools that increase productivity, and I can import and export into any supporting document or supporting software, which obviously architects streamline the designs and documentation. Hello.
Yes,
Yes, Abhay, there was some connection issue. The screen is sharing now, right?
No, it's not coming up yet. Please reshare. Share again.
Okay, just a minute.
Yeah, now it's coming up.
Yeah, as I was telling, it saves. It is accurate. AutoCAD is accurate and reduces errors, and it saves time and money. And the next thing is it's easier to transfer data from AutoCAD. Like I said, we can save it into PDF. We can make it into a point cloud or anything which is easily transferable into other softwares and which is easily saved. And it's controllable in nature. This advantage of AutoCAD, that's controllable in nature, supports the scanning feature for the data. This technique helps in measuring the quantity of the materials used. See, I have here, I can measure its area, the area between these 4 lines. It's controllable in nature, that's what it's telling, it's controllable in nature. And the database, this database can be used for 3D modeling also, because the data which is stored in AutoCAD is with respect to coordinate system, and every point is given a specific coordinate here. As you can see here, the coordinates are changing continuously when I'm changing the cursor. In AutoCAD, every point is saved according to the coordinate system, which helps in manufacturing also. If I make a 3D model in AutoCAD, and when I'm importing this AutoCAD model in a software which is used for 3D modeling or 3D printing, then the exact model which I have made in AutoCAD will be 3D printed there. And it's easier to import and export files in AutoCAD. And we can apply point clouds in which we can easily see the 3D models in a 2D fashion, and the calculation of mass, area, volume, center of gravity in no time. Because when I'm selecting this, when I have a rectangle or anything, or whatever area I have, it'll give me the center of it, and it will calculate the area which this polyline or a rectangle is encompassing. These all features make AutoCAD a very useful tool for drafters and designers. Let's go back to our PPT. Before going into our main content, I would like to pour some history of AutoCAD, how it came into being, and what was the life before AutoCAD. Before the advent of AutoCAD and other drafting software, engineering drawings were made on sheet of large paper using drawing boards, as it's seen in these images. Large drawing boards are used in many other equipments like pen, paper, drawing boards, different grid pencils, erasers, T-squares, set squares, calipers, and other equipment were used. And the major disadvantage of paper-based design was that you could not change the drawing after it was committed to paper. Once we draw anything on the paper, we cannot change the drawing. If it's obviously if it's with the pencil, we can erase it, but that will affect the paper too. And the history of the drafting and design have been around since the dawn of time. The earliest recorded history of engineering drafting was in 2000 BC, of which we have a fossilized aerial view of a Babylonian castle. Sorry, I don't have the image now in this computer. For the majority, I'd like to proceed. For the majority of drafting's history, it was an art form perfected by skilled designers and essential to a culture's infrastructure. For quite a long time, engineers meant getting out for quite a long time. Engineers meant getting out paper and drawing out plans and designs by hand. And when drafting, the term drafting, it directly implied to architectural drawings. And that's not the only case. Drafting drafting is a descriptive way to deliver an idea. Anything, any drawing, it can be any drawing or any design that we draw in a CAD-based softwares or on a paper with coordinate system. That's a drafting. It's a descriptive way to deliver an idea with the use of illustrations and drawings that show like here, there is a drawing here which is showing a joint. This is a draft. This is not analyzed. If I do analysis on this, then we can say that I am designing it. When I don't have analysis, when I don't analyze what results it would get and what load it can bear, the analysis. If I don't have the analysis, then we can say that I am drafting this one. When I'm drawing this, I'm drafting this one. When I have the analysis in the component sizes and everything after calculations and mathematical calculations and scientific reasoning, then I can say that it is I'm designing it, not drafting it. And this drafting has been around since 3000 BC. A stone tablet has been discovered in Babylon, Lagash, Babylon, which is dating 3000 BC, in which a temple architecture has been made. And from there, AutoCAD, and for a quite long time, this engineering and drafting meant getting out paper getting out paper and drawing out plans and designs by hand. The modern age of engineering drafting was ushered back in 1963 when a man named Ivan Sutherland invented a little program called Sketchpad. I don't know how many of we have seen Sketchpad, but that was invented in 1963, and that was the first software that was based on a CAD program. And many companies like Boeing, Ford, Citroen, MIT, GM, they invested in CAD-based programs in 1960s. And as a result, CAD emerged as a way to simplify automotive and aerospace designs. Due to a significant lack of processing power of the computers compared to our day, early CAD designed softwares required large financial and engineering capabilities, because at that time the computer needed very large investments. But nowadays it's handy, and AutoCAD is being used at a very large scale by engineers all around the world. And in 1982, a USA-based company, Autodesk, which was founded by John Walker, released a CAD software by the name AutoCAD. That is Autodesk's CAD software. Now, AutoCAD is used by engineers, architects, educators, medical students, fashion designers, graphic designers, etc., around the world in all streams to make drawings of all kinds. But in India, AutoCAD came in 1988. The first version that AutoCAD launched was R1, later updated to versions R2, R3 till the year 2000. In 2000, it launched AutoCAD 2000, the updated version, and it updated to 1, 2, and so on. And the latest version of AutoCAD is 2022. But in this session, we'll be using AutoCAD 2017. Now let's directly jump into the software. Now you can see here, it has many icons here, many tools, and it has a look UI, which we call as interface. In this, we can see home tab, insert tab, annotate tab, parametric tab, view tab, and many other tabs, which are used in drawing things very easily. Let's go through some of the tools here, what we have in AutoCAD. There are many drawing tools. When we click here on the draw tab, we can see line, polyline, circle, arch, rectangle, ellipse, hatch, and many other line tools. And there is a modify tab, which we by these tools we modify lines, polyline, circles, so whatever we used to draw. We can move them, we can rotate, and we can trim the lines, we can erase them, we can copy, mirror, and there are many other options here. And annotations are nothing but in this drawing we can see there is a 3 written that is showing that from this line to this line it is 3 feet. 3 feet. The distance between these two lines is 3 feet. And there is text option here. We can insert text in the drawings. And there are many other options here, like leader, like linear dimensions, and many other things. We have 3 major things in AutoCAD. There is interface, in which we have drawing elements and editing tools. Well, what I have shown you now is the interface of the AutoCAD, in which we have drawing elements, these drawing tools, and editing tools that are this modify tools and annotation tools. These are all editing tools, and we draw with by using only these drawing tools. Let us quickly go through all the tools here, what we have. Let's practically use these tools and see what they does. When I click on the line icon, and when I want 10 feet of line here, I'll just click here, and it is plotting the lines wherever I want, but it's in a random fashion. There is no angle fixed here. When I want the angle in 90 degrees or a perpendicular angles, what I'll do here is there is a restricted. There is an option here, the perpendicular icon. I'll click onto that, and it'll get me the lines in a perpendicular fashion. As you can see here, the lines are in a perpendicular fashion now. But when I'm turning off this one, the lines are coming in a random way. And there is an option of polyline here. Let's just click 2-3 points here so that you can understand. Yeah, in line, line is just the individual segments. After clicking at every point with the line option, it creates individual segments of lines. But whereas in the polyline, it creates a grouped section of lines. As you can see here, when I'm clicking on a line, it is selecting one line at a time. But the line that is plotted using polyline is being selected as a whole. And there is option of circle here, and we can plot the circle in 6 ways, by specifying its radius, by specifying its center diameter, or by clicking 2 points, the end points, or by clicking 3 end points. Let's see some 3 options now. When for plotting a circle, I have selected a radius tool. Just see here, it is changing and when I'm clicking on the diameter, when I'm trying to put a circle by specifying its diameter, it just take its half. It'll just take its half the radius. What I'm telling by this is to the AutoCAD, plot me a circle. The length what I'm putting is the radius, and it'll take that length as a radius and it'll plot me a circle. And for when I'm checking diameter one, what I'm telling is the length what I'm specifying here is the diameter, and you need to put that and the circle needs to get that diameter, and it'll take half of that length and it'll plot me a circle here. Likewise, there are many other options that needs to be checked here. Let's move forward to arches. Arches. There are many options here. 11 types by 11 methods we can put arches here by specifying 3 points, by specifying first clicking on start, then center and end. And many other options are there that needs to be practiced. For beginning, we can just select a 3-point arch. In this arch, what we do is we just click on a origin point from where we need it to start the arch, and then the second point, and it'll make us an arch within that 2 points, and the third point will be our completing point here. As you can see, the distance is changing here, and the arch has been plotted. For now, we are just practicing the tools and we're just overviewing the tools. After this, we will make a sample drawing in which we can completely understand how we use these drawing tools. And there is an option here by the name rectangle, and by this option we can put any size and shape, ratio of the rectangle. We can even put the square, we can rectangle, slender one, or thick one, or anything. And there is an option of ellipse here. As you can see, I can put any ratio of ellipse here. And this hatch one, when there is a closed surface and I need it to color, I need the inside of it to color, or I need to fill with a pattern, any pattern, then what I'll do is I'll select the hatch. I'll click on the hatch tool, and I'll just select any of the hatch pattern or solid or anything, and I'll just fill the inside of that with the hatch, whichever I have selected. And there are many other options. Probably in next sessions we may discuss those. These are some of the drawing tools which we use. And these plans and these detailed drawings have been made by using these drawing tools. And when I want these drawings to be modified, what I'll do is I'll come to this modify section, and when I want this to be moved, there are 2 options. I can click here and I can click on the boxes here that those are showing, and I can click and I can move these, or I can just click on the move tool by selecting this, and I can move this to any position in the AutoCAD world. When I want to copy this one, I'll just click here. First, I need to select this, and for all these modifying tools, I need to select whatever I am modifying first. And I'm selecting this one. I need to move it. I'll click here and I'll move it. And I need to copy this one to another location. I'll first select this element. I'll click on copy tool, and I'll click again wherever I whichever origin I needed, I need here. If I want the S to be the origin of my copy, I'll click on S, and I'll just drag it to wherever, whichever position I want here, and I can copy it a number of times. And when I want to rotate this one, not just only text, I can select a polyline or rectangle, line, or anything. And these modify tools will work on all the elements. And when I want this line to be rotated, I'll just click on this line, and I'll click on rotate tool, and I'll just rotate this one to any angle I need. And there is a mirror option that copies and mirror things. When I want this one to be mirrored, this element to be mirrored, the section BB, I'll click on this one, and I'll click on mirror option here, and I'm dragging that element by clicking at the center point or the origin which I want, from where I want that to be mirrored. As you can see here, I've first checked the section BB element, and then I'm clicking on mirror tool, and I want this section BB to be mirrored with the origin on B, last B. Well, what I'll do is I'll click on B, and I'll just drag to whatever angle I need, and it'll ask me whether to keep the element, the source element or not. And now you can see the element is mirrored, and the element that we have mirrored, the source element, is erased. Because there are many tools, modify tools. We can practice this. We can go through all the tools, and we will first know what are the tools, and then we can proceed to proceed in making the drawings or whatever we want. And there is one more tab here, that's on annotation tab, in which there we can see a text option here, dimension option, and a table. And there are many options will come out. And when I click on annotation button here, let's go one by one. When I want a text to be added, let me make a simple drawing here. Let's make a single room plan. What I'll do is I'll click on ortho one, which will allow me to get the lines in a perpendicular fashion. And I'll just make a 40 by 40 house here, 40 feet by 40 feet house. I'll use offset tool here to make walls. Let's assume these are compound walls. Yeah, I have made a compound. I have made a compound here, and I need to show the size of this compound, this side. What I'll do is I'll just click on text, and I'll click wherever I want the text to be displayed. Yeah, these options will pop up, and I can place whatever I want. I can write compound 40 by 40. See, as you can see, this is what we call annotate. Annotations are nothing but the signs signs or symbols we provide on the drawing to make it clearly understandable for the viewer. The next option is dimensions. With the dimensions tool, I can show the dimension of the lines or whatever I have here. Even the text dimension I can display here by clicking two lines, even the line dimension, and whatever the dimension I want to specify on the drawing for clear understanding, I can click and I can show here. As you can see, the dimensions are coming up. And the next option is linear dimension. Linear dimensions is nothing but if I have a straight line and I want the straight is nothing but linear, right? With this tool, I'm showing a straight line dimensions. And when I click the arrow, there are many options that's popping up, like linear dimensions, align dimension, and the angular dimension, arch length, all the things. If I'm putting an arch and I need to show the length of that arch, then I'll use arch tool. And when I want to show the radius of the circle, then I'll use the radius tool, or diameter, or whatever. These all tools. And one more thing, when I'm placing the cursor on any tool, it will show me how to put it and where to put it. As you can see here, I'm placing the cursor on a linear tool for 5 seconds, and it will show me what's the use of that linear tool. And when I'm placing the cursor on align tool, it will show me what's the purpose of that tool. Now, when we have seen the drawing elements, modifying tools that are used to modify the drawn elements, and the annotation tools that are put as a symbol for the viewer to completely understand the drawing. We can now proceed to draw simple drawings, as we have drawn this compound wall. But before going that, I would like to discuss about a coordinate system. In coordinate system, by coordinate system, what we tell is that this point is some units away from this origin. This is the origin what we have marked here. And from this, what's the distance of this point with respect to x-axis and even with respect to y-axis? And there are two systems in AutoCAD of this coordinate systems. One is the world coordinate system, what we call as world coordinate system. World coordinate system is the default AutoCAD's coordinate system. When we open up a new drawing, it will show a coordinate system here. This is what we call a default world coordinate system. This is placed by default. It's placed in the origin of this layout. And if we want to move this, and if we want to rotate this one, what we do is we just click on this, these lines, and we just rotate it or move it. And when we do so, we call this coordinate system as user-defined coordinate system. Because we have changed the default coordinate system, we say it as user-defined coordinate system. And what's the need of that? Some may ask, what's the need of that? So the simple answer to that is, let's assume there are two buildings. And one building is with respect to the world coordinate system or perpendicular to the x and y axis, and one building is slightly tilted. Let's assume it's slightly tilted with 10 degrees with respect to the first building, like this. And when I'm placing walls and other facilities in this building, let me show quickly. Let's put walls here to completely understand. Yeah. Yeah. When I'm putting request audience to please mute their microphones. Yeah. Yeah, there are two buildings. Let's assume there are two buildings. One is a perpendicular to the world coordinate system. That's 90 degrees here. And the one is slightly tilted. And when we are putting walls inside walls, the partition walls, let's assume, when we are adding partition walls here, just here, it's coming with the world coordinate system. I've not changed the world coordinate system. With the world coordinate system, when I'm placing walls and with this orthogonal mode on, it is coming exactly in 90 degrees to the outer walls. But when I want to put walls here in the tilted building, it's not perpendicular to the outer walls. And for this one, the first thing that comes into mind is let us why not we put the angles here. It is the 10 degrees, right? It's 10 degrees. I can put, yeah. And now every time I need to, when I'm putting the line, when I'm drawing a line there, I need to specify the angle and even the length, because that's not taking parallel to the perpendicular to the outer walls. So the best option to this and to ease our work is to just change this coordinate system and till this coordinate system by 10 degrees. Yeah. Now when I'm working on the tilted building and when I want to put partition walls, by clicking this orthogonal mode on, I'll just take this after tilting that one, I can just put it as how I was working on the straight building. And this is the and this coordinate system is what this AutoCAD is based upon. Every point in AutoCAD is saved with respect to this with this coordinate system and with respect to the origin. And with that, we can easily work and we can easily modify the lines or whatever drawings we're making in this one. This was all about the coordinate system. One, we have a world coordinate system. That is a default coordinate system of the AutoCAD interface. And the one is user-defined coordinate system. That is what we modify in the world coordinate system or the default coordinate system after modifying the. Yeah, and now we can proceed with a sample drawing. Let's assume let's take this as a building here, site which our client which we have taken after visiting the site, the actual measurements and everything. First we visit the site and we take the actual dimensions, and then what we do is we plot the actual site here. And in that the client will give us his requirement, like he need 3-bedroom hall kitchen or 2-bedroom hall kitchen with a parking, or single bedroom hall kitchen, whatever he needs. He'll tell us, and we prepare a rough sketch. And after the rough sketch has been approved, what we do is we plot that site here in AutoCAD with the actual dimensions and a good looking one. By specifying the width of the walls and everything. Let's assume this as our site, and let's put partition walls, and let's make a plan, a sample drawing, what we can see what we can do in AutoCAD. And this is not the only thing. We can make electrical drawings, electrical layouts, mechanical drawings, machinery parts, and anything. The simple rule is that whatever we can draw by hand can be plotted or can be drafted in AutoCAD. This is not the only thing. Because I'm a structural engineer, I know to draw building sites and building plans, and it's detailing here. Anything can be drawn. Even fashion designers use AutoCAD to design the fine art in AutoCAD. So let's run through a quick setting of this. Yeah, as you can see, I have not changed the. It's in user coordinate system. It's not taking perpendicular lines to the outer walls. Let me change this first to default coordinate system. I'll just right click, and I'll just select world. It again changed to world coordinate system or default coordinate system. Now I can plot the lines in a perpendicular fashion. Yeah, let's make this drawing here. Yeah, for this one, I can use to put lines, I can use line, polyline, or a rectangle here. Rectangle is nothing but a closed polyline. I can use three things: line, polyline, or rectangle. Let's go with the line because it's the basic and we can use it everywhere. When I'm first we need to specify a point, then the direction, wherever we want that line to proceed or extend. And then I need to write down, I need to click the length of the line. That is the site is 40 by 40. So I'll write 40 feet. And it plots me a 40 feet of 40 feet length of line. Then again, I'll place the cursor in the direction I need the line to extend. Then I'll type 40 feet. And it plots me a 40 feet line. And again, I'll place the cursor in the direction, the line in which I want the line to extend, and I'll type 40 feet. Then again, the same process, 40 feet. And now, I need to put the inner lines so that I can make a closed outer walls, like how I have done here, these closed outer walls. For that, there are two options. I can click on line, and I can just specify the distance of, specify the thickness of the wall. That's 8 inch. Or I can use offset tool here. I'll just for offset tool, first I need to click on offset tool. Then I need to click the line or any element that's need to be offsetted from its source. And I'll then write down or I'll type the thickness to what it should be offsetted. I'll type 8 inch here. Then I'll again click on the line and the direction. If I want this line to be in the outer direction, outer side of this compound, then I'll click here and I'll click outside. It will plot me a line outside of the this perimeter. The same way, when once I have adjusted this offset, then I can use it the number of times on number of any number of elements. So with the same option, I'll give offset to this line also. And there we go. We have created a compound wall. As you can see, there is a line that's extending above the compound wall. There are two options to trim this one. One is I can click here and I can just drag it to the line to which it should be extended. Or what I can do is I can use this trim tool. I can click on it, and once I should click right click on the interface, and then I can just hover over it, and it will just blur the line that's getting trimmed. And when I click it, it gets trimmed to the nearest intersection. And here we go. We have a closed compound wall here. The next thing is, when we have a compound wall, what we do is we adjust the inner walls with the specifications. The client told me to make a 2-bedroom hall kitchen here. As you can see, the 2-bedroom hall kitchen in one partition and 1-bedroom hall kitchen in another partition. And let's assume just 2-bedroom hall kitchen we are making here. And for this one, we need to prepare a rough sketch on a pen or paper first to avoid more time. Let me prepare a rough sketch here only. Let the 2 rooms come at the top side, and a parking in the front side, and a hall and bathroom be in the middle portions. It looks good. Now I can adjust the dimensions. To delete these lines, there are 2 options here again. One, I can click on the line and I can click delete button on keyboard, or what I can do is on a whole, I can just drag the mouse, drag the cursor by clicking left mouse button, and I can select all the items that are touching the area of the mouse, and then I can click delete. Now I need 10 feet or 12 feet bedroom area, 12 feet by 12 feet. What I'll do is I'll click the origin point here and the direction as usual, and I'll write 12 feet. And again 12 feet. And again here 12 feet. Then wall thickness. Here the wall thickness is 6 inch. Again 6 inch. Yeah, the line extended above the outer lines. Then I'll use the trim option here. I'll click a left click mouse button on the interface, and I'll just hover over the extended part, and it'll delete it. And another bedroom, that's master bedroom, I'll plot it 14 feet by 14 feet. Thickness 6 inch. Here, as you have seen, what I did was I just hover over the nearest intersection, and when I'm taking the mouse, taking the cursor away, it is showing me a line there. When I'm clicking there, it is plotting me the same length of the line which I have hovered over now. And now again I'll assign 6 inch thickness here, and I'll just close the room, and the lines extended over the outer wall. I'm just using the trim tool now to just cut off the extended part. I want the parking to be here, around 15 feet of 15 feet car parking, 15 feet by 20 feet. And the car parking is done here. To make the line, to make the thickness, I have used a line tool here, but I'll use offset tool to make the walls here. I'll just take offset, just click on the offset, I'll click the line from which I need to provide the offset. I'll left click there and type the thickness of the wall, that's 6 inch. I'll again click on the line and click in the direction in which I need the offset. Likewise, this area. There's an option to connect these two lines. That is the fillet option here. Yeah, there are two options again here. I can just click and I can make two, I can extend these lines, and there again comes the intersection. And I can again trim these two lines. So what I can do is, you can use this fillet tool to just join these two lines. Fillet tool. As you can see, the lines have been joined here, and the parking area has been plotted. The next thing is we need to specify whatever area we have provided here. There are two rooms, one is small room, one is a big room, master room, bedroom, a parking area, a hall area, and a kitchen area here, and a toilet area here. And that all we do by using the annotation options. By using the dimension option, I can specify the dimension here. It's showing very small. To make it big, what I'll do is I'll just right click on it. I'll just click on quick properties, and you'll see the quick settings here. And these are there are many options, or there are many settings we can do, but let's not go into that. We can use the dimension tool to show the dimension here, and we can use the text tool to show whatever we have drawn here. Like this is a small room. I can write a room 12 feet by 12 feet. And another room, 14 feet by 14 feet. As you can see, it is very small here. I can right click and I can just specify the width and length of. Yeah. Or what I can do is I can just click on it and I can copy paste, Control C and Control V. It'll copy and paste. And I can drag to wherever I want, and I can place it and I can modify the same text. This is the parking area. Of 20 feet by 15 feet. And this is the hall area or leaving? Yeah, I don't know the length and breadth of this one. So what I'll do is I'll just, with the help of dimensions, I'll measure this area. (18 feet). By 15 feet, 6 inches. I'll just copy and paste the same text and I'll modify it. Is it toilet? And this is the kitchen area. Yeah. Now our concept plan is ready, and we can give this concept plan to the client. And after he approves this, I can make this same plan as a plan with details, every detail like this one. Let's proceed. What we did was only what we did the sample drawing. We have prepared a concept plan, and we have plotted that one, and we can export this drawing and we can give it to the client in any format or printed form. For that, what I'll do is I'll just click Control P here, and I can, if I click on display, I'll get 4 options, and I need to click on window, and I'll specify the portion which I want to be printed here, and I'll go into preview, and I can see the drawing which I have prepared here, and I can just print it and give it to the client. I have applied AutoCAD in civil planning. Likewise, I can even use AutoCAD, and AutoCAD is being used in many other fields like aerospace engineering, like mechanical engineering to prepare machine parts, or any other field which requires drafting and designing of components, structures, or whatever that is. So the various applications in various stages, the architectural drawings of all kinds. We can make architectural drawings of any kind, be it interior, exterior, be it layout planning, be it forest, or whatever that may be. We can use AutoCAD to draw all kinds of architectural drawings, and we can use it to design interior of the buildings, of museums, and any all other facilities. And we can prepare workflow charts and we can prepare workflow charts and organization diagrams, like what we prepare in PowerPoint. We can prepare that one. We can prepare proposals and presentations. We have prepared a concept plan just right now. That would be a proposal, and we can take that proposal and we can present it to the client, that we are making this type of building or structure, whatever that is. And we can prepare graphs of all kinds, because it's based on a graph. It's based on graph concept, that is a coordinate system, and we can use it to draw drawings of electronics, chemicals, chemical engineering, automotive, aerospace, and all other engineering applications, and even medical applications, because in medical, even in medical, we need machinery, we need to design the medical facilities. AutoCAD is required everywhere. If we say AutoCAD, or we can say CAD softwares, not just AutoCAD, we can say CAD softwares. There are many other CAD softwares, but the very popular CAD software is AutoCAD. And we can prepare topographic maps and nautical charts what we say in Google Maps and all, that was first prepared, and now even now it is being edited and enhanced in AutoCAD and AutoCAD-like softwares, and we can make CAS designs that's in harbor and uh, mm, uh, mm, marine marine engineering, or what we say ocean, everything. We can even and the softwares that are based on radar plotting and other things, those are also CAD softwares. And we can make plots and other representations of mathematical and scientific functions. We can design theoretic lightning designs in AutoCAD. We can make musical scores. We can make technical illustrations in assembly drawings, that's mechanical and electrical parts. And we can make even company logos, like what we do in Corel Draw, Photoshop. We can make everything, every drawing in AutoCAD. And we can make even greeting cards. Usually we do this in PowerPoints or Corel Draw, Photoshop, but we can do greeting cards. We can make greeting cards even in AutoCAD. And we can make any line drawings for finite. What we see in textile industry, the designs, the textures are made in AutoCAD or AutoCAD-based softwares, CAD-based softwares. As we draw with AutoCAD, we are creating much more than drawing. We can place associated objects on layers or group them, forming complex objects that we can manipulate as a whole. AutoCAD remembers the location, as we discussed. AutoCAD remembers the location, sizes, and colors of the objects we draw, maintaining them in a database for subsequent retrieval, analysis, and manipulation. Once we complete the drawing in AutoCAD, we can import or export we can export that drawing into other softwares. Like what I do is I export the drawing into SIPE software or SAP software, and it plots the same of a drawing in that software, and I can take forward the drawing and I can analyze the building or structure in SIPE or SAP softwares. And this this is all about the AutoCAD and its some basic concepts. We can take this to the next level if you are interested, and inshallah we will be conducting, we will be starting classes in the MFRE facility, the incubation center that's been constructed beside the Shifa Hospital. If there are any doubts, participants can ask.
Jazakallah Tabrez bhai for all the knowledge sharing. So if you have any questions or clarifications from the audience, please go ahead.
Sir, what is the use of tool block, sir?
What, sir?
What is the use of tool block, sir? BLOCK.
Block, it's just a three-dimensional. I think you're asking about the 3D block, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we are just making it 2D square into a block. That's a cube one. That's it. And that option.
No, sir, I'm asking in AutoCAD 2D, sir.
Okay, that block, we are grouping the, as you can see on the screen, AutoCAD, what we prepared. I can select the whole of the thing and make it as a block. Or segments of the drawing, what we do is, we put columns in a building. There are many columns. Just assume there are many columns here. Like there are 16 to 17 columns in a random position.
Okay, sir.
But in a complex drawing, there are many elements like this one. And when I select a specific element, it just selects that one. But when in a complex drawing, what we do is we make the whole of the columns or whatever we want into a block code. And when I click on that one, the whole of the block is being selected, and I can make it visible or divisible it. There's an option here in creating the block. Sorry.
Sir, your voice is not audible.
Yeah, what I'm telling is the similar elements or the or what you can say a complex element. We select it and we make it as a block. Like what I have done is I'm just creating a block. You can see here. I'm creating a block here. Just assume those are the columns, and I'm converting this. Yeah, as you can see, I have converted this to a block, and now it's acting as a whole, a group of columns, and I can yeah, that's it. In a complex drawing, what we do is we just make layers of blocks for our ease.
Yeah, Tabrez bhai, thanks a lot. It was very good. What would be your advice to have some hands-on practice? Like, I mean, somebody beginner or somebody who might be needing a little bit of electrical stuff. So, is there an availability online, or what is that resourcefulness I need on my PC? Like, I need a software or what?
Yeah, obviously you need AutoCAD software there, and the second thing, there are many courses available online also. Electrical, mechanical, in many other there are many other streams. Even in Udemy and many other platforms, they're providing free courses, and MIT, IIT, they're also providing many courses. And for this AutoCAD software license, you may get it as a cracked one, or if you're a student studying in any university, you may get it for free for 1 year in AutoCAD directly through the AutoCAD website. Any other thing?
Online practicing will not be there, no?
Yeah. Are you asking that we conduct the online practicing?
Yeah.
We did not plan about that. We'll let you know if we are starting online practicing also.
No, about the software I was saying, like
Yeah, there are many platforms. There are many websites that are offering online practicing.
okay, right, yeah.
There is Khan Academy or Udemy. They were offering free course last month, and many other websites, and even you have many apps that make you practice. And
Okay.
even in YouTube, there are many free courses, technical courses on AutoCAD. We can utilize those.
Sir, what is the use of Primavera software, sir?
Primavera, that's costing software, sir. Costing in what I can. After making every detail in AutoCAD, the building structure detail, we'll analyze, we'll estimate the cost, and we'll estimate the elements, component materials needed in Primavera software, and we plan schedule of the building work.
Sir, is Primavera and MSP same, sir?
Let's not go into that. Let's focus into AutoCAD first. It's basically a planning and managing and executing project work software, sir, Primavera. We cannot design in that. We can just estimate the cost, estimate the materials that are needed to construct or build any other building or a structure. That's it. But
Okay,
for
sir,
the
thank-
design, we need to use CAD softwares, be it AutoCAD, be it Revit, or anything. CAD software should be used.
Yeah, Tabrez bhai, you were telling about these Khan Academy and Udemy courses. So, I mean, my concern of asking was that is there an option to like practice hands-on online without going into a short course subscription or something like that?
I fear we don't have any courses like that. There are many courses, but they're paid, I think. I have not gone through that. Sorry.
Okay.
Sir, I have one question.
Okay.
Since I'm very new to this process, what is the certification required to to get full-fledged training on this? And I have heard one more new course like CATIA. So I'm not sure like we should start from AutoCAD, then move on to the new versions. And what is the duration? Like what is the course fee if you want to enroll? If you could provide that.
The thing is, we need to first learn basic software and that too full software without leaving any option in that one. If we can get hands on a basic software we need to practice it in full. We should not leave even an option in that software like AutoCAD, and we can easily move on to other softwares. First and the base to all other software, the CAD programs and all, is AutoCAD. Whatever the software be, we make that into a CAD drawing, and we use CAD to again ultimately modify those drawings. I personally use SAP software and SIPE software. Those are all CAD softwares. But what I do is I take whatever that's easy in that one, and again I export the drawing in AutoCAD format, and ultimately I modify those drawings in AutoCAD. That's why what we say is every engineer who is interested to go into drafting or drawing should learn AutoCAD, because ultimately he'll be working on AutoCAD.
Okay.
I hope I have answered the question.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. And sir, what is the certification to get initial certification required?
I don't think any certification is required for graduates or postgraduates. Only for diploma persons, the certificate is required, sir. And the two only a simple completion or completion certificate of any hands-on course is sufficient, I think.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So Autodesk is AutoCAD is coming from Autodesk. They are the only one in this, or
No, there are many other companies. There are many companies, and every drawing software that's coming nowadays is CAD based. But the functionality and the functions features the AutoCAD provides is way beyond all softwares, because interactive, or what we can say, very easy to use, and we can make any drawings or we can modify any software's drawings in this one.
what is the typical cost of a license for a professional? Like if I need it in my PC.
He's not giving the permanent licenses. Autodesk is providing license annual basis for 3 years, I think. Last year I checked, it's 3-year maximum, and the rate changes from 50,000 to around lakhs, depending upon the suit what we are taking. There are many suits in this one, for civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and everything costs differently. And in general, it is 11,000 monthly to 2,51,000 for 3 years. That's the average cost, but every package has different rates.
So it's not completely locally hosted. I mean, it is both local
No,
hosting.
no, no, he is not giving it for lifetime.
No, I'm saying that the libraries and everything of the software, it is a
Hmm.
combination of local hosting and the server hosting.
Yes.
Okay.
Only the license will be server validated. Rest of the things will be locally saved.
Are there any standard rates of like per drawing? Like, I'm more into BD marketing and projects, so I just have to deal with the estimation of the project. So, is there something like that, or it is very subjective?
No,
For
there's standard rates. There's standard rates for different drawings. Like if we just floor plans and all, it's a rupee per square feet, or we take it in lump sum, 5 to 10,000 for just floor plan, and for full package, it may cost the big companies they take 2 to 3 lakhs, and the smaller ones they take around 60,000 to 1 lakh. That depends on the level they are on.
right.
Are there any more questions?
Any particular PC specifications or standard will do?
For AutoCAD, the standard will do.
Okay, do we have any more questions from the audience? Okay, Tabrez bhai.
Okay, sir. Bhai. The last thing, we were planning to conduct AutoCAD classes and graphic design classes in the MFRD incubation center there. If there are anyone interested here who can pre-register, so we can proceed with the classes, and we can.
So Tabrez bhai, you can share your contact details, maybe your email
Okay.
ID, and
Okay.
whoever are interested, they can contact you directly,
Okay.
so that you'll come to know how many people are interested in that. So you can comment, write your email ID in the chat box, so that everyone can note it down.
Okay, I've shared my email ID. Okay, sir, we can wrap up.
Okay, thanks a lot to all the participants, and thanks a lot to the Tabrez bhai also for sharing his knowledge. And inshallah, we'll keep on having such knowledge sharing webinars. So anyone from the audience, if they are also willing to share their knowledge with the rest of us, so please contact me, and we can schedule your webinar.
Well, one last thing. Tabrez bhai, are your
Yes,
like
yes.
services available commercially for civil and electromechanical work? I mean, if we want to outsource.
Pardon me, I could not understand it.
No. I was asking that your individual or organization based services for a design drafting work for civil or electromechanical design are to outsource for a project, like in that sense.
Are you asking me that I work outsourcing?
Yeah, no, like if I have a project and I want a civil structural work
Yes,
done.
yes, yes. I have my organization named Iconic Solutions. Not
Yeah, yeah,
organization, it's just a startup. I do my projects from here.
okay, yeah. Projects, but we need foundation works to
Yes,
be.
yes, yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes, this one, the drawing what I have shown here
Yeah.
is all that one. This is the foundation detail. This is the column details.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can get a cost estimation from you if we share something, right?
Yes, yes, sure.
Okay.
Okay, Tabrez bhai, we can.
जी जज़ाकल्लाहु खैरल जज़ा.
Jazakallah, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. I'll close the session now.